everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am going to be making my favorite blueberry muffins. They're actually not super unhealthy, surprisingly. They're made with Greek yogurt and they're so moist and fluffy, and there's like just the perfect amount of blueberries in these. They're absolutely delicious. If you follow me on Instagram already, you might have seen that I made these about 2 weeks ago, but I made them in this jumbo muffin tin that I had, and they were so good, but they were like an entire meal because those things were just so big. So today I thought instead of doing them jumbo, I would just do regular size ones so that I can have a snack and not a meal. So let's get started. For these muffins, you're going to need 3 tablespoons of butter and 1.5 cups of brown sugar to start. And you're gonna wanna cream that together. I know it's not a lot of butter, so you're not gonna get like a traditional creamed butter sugar mixture. When you cream this together, it's gonna look a bit like this. That's sort of what it'll look like. So it's kind of coarse and grainy. To this now, we are going to add in our eggs. So I'm using 2 large eggs here, and we're just gonna crack them right into the bowl.
My heart, you have my soul, you have my whole, you have my control. Love me tender, love me sweet, with you I know that
Brilliant. Now we're gonna add in our vanilla extract. And here I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla that I'm gonna add in. Okay, now that my eggs and my butter and my sugar and my vanilla are all creamed together, in this bowl here, I have sifted together my flour, cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder, and my salt. So in here, we've got 3 cups of flour, we've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. And it's imperative that you sift your flour because you don't want lumps of flour in your muffins. Yeah, so I've sifted that together, it's in this bowl, and now what we're gonna do is we are going to add the flour mixture, so our dry ingredients to our wet ingredients here, and we're gonna do it in about 3 increments, and we're gonna alternate it with some Greek yogurt. So in this bowl, I have 1.5 cups of Greek yogurt. So we're gonna do 1 increment of flour, 1 increment of yogurt, 1 increment of flour, 1 increment of yogurt. We're gonna do that 3 times until it's all mixed together. And you wanna make sure that you don't over mix your batter, so mix on a low speed when you're doing this.
that you are mine. I'm in love with your hair, your lips, your silhouette in the moonlight shine. With my love you won't ever.
Okay, so I've just added in my last bit of flour and Greek yogurt. This is what my mixture looks like now. As you can see, so it's pretty clumpy, and you can see there's still like some bits of like white in there from the yogurt. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually fold in the rest by hand because, like I said, we don't want to overmix our batter, and it's a thick batter. We still have to add in our blueberries, and I'm using frozen blueberries for this. I kind of prefer them to fresh because they hold up a little bit better in this particular recipe. So we're gonna do about 2 cups of blueberries, and I like to save about like 1/4 to like 1/2 cup. I keep that aside, and I use them just to sort of scatter on top before I put the muffins in the oven so that they look nice and pretty. Right, so now it is time to fold in our blueberries. So here I have a bag of frozen blueberries. I'm gonna measure out 1 cup. 1 cup first, just chuck these all in. And I'm gonna fold that in.
I can't forget that.
It gets really difficult to fold frozen blueberries into your batter. I'm just gonna warn you because they're frozen. Naturally, they're gonna start to like freeze your batter. So you really gotta like get in there. What we're gonna do, 1/2 cup now. Fold a little bit more. So now it's time to scoop these out. Now I like to use an ice cream scoop whenever I make muffins because you get the perfect amount of batter into your muffin cavities. Here I have my prepared muffin tin, and I've just prepped this tin with paper liners, and I'm just gonna scoop these out one at a time.
So
these are gonna go in the oven at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. Then, without removing the muffins from the oven, we're gonna lower the heat to 375 and they're gonna bake for another 15 minutes. Before I put these in the oven, I actually like to sprinkle them with a little bit of turbinado sugar. So for those of you who don't know what turbinado sugar is, I'll show you. It's basically like a brown sugar, but it's got like much coarser grains. So it's really nice because when you sprinkle it on top of like muffins or cookies before you bake them, you get like this really nice like crunch and crust on top from the sugar. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like very lightly sprinkle that. There's my oven telling me that it's ready. Now, like I said before, I didn't put the whole 2 cups of blueberries in here because I like to leave some to put on top right before these go in the oven, just to kind of like spruce them up a bit. Now, some of these look like they're probably going to be okay, but there's a couple that I think could use like just like an extra blueberry here or there. Right, there we go. So that's what they look like. And now I'm gonna bake these in the oven. Looks like I killed some of them. Blueberries. All right guys, so my muffins are done. They just came out of the oven. They look amazing. They smell absolutely divine. I cannot wait to try one of these. These were so easy to make. They're so moist and soft and fluffy inside, packed full of sweet blueberries. Try this recipe at home. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like this video, hit the follow button so that you can see more of my at-home cooking adventures. Thanks so much for watching guys and have an amazing day. Bye.